For the most part, business relationships within the aviation industry or any other industry brings benefits to both sides. So if there is any dispute, especially one that has been made public, it's definitely going to cause some headlines. This happens to be the case for Qatar Airways, which has identified an issue with the fuselage on the Airbus A350s, which it doesn't feel it has adequately resolved yet. The issue being raised by Qatar Airways with its Airbus A350s has been surface deterioration below the paint on the fuselage of Airbus's premier long-range aircraft, the Airbus A350, which Qatar Airways happens to be one of the biggest operators of the aircraft. The issue was earlier raised this summer by Qatar Airways during the summer of this year, prompting Qatar Airways to stop taking deliveries of the jets. After inspection of Airbus A350s as part of the Qatar Airways fleet, 13 of the jets in the Qatar Airways fleet have been grounded per the Qatari aviation regulator. To fill the gap of the grounded aircraft, Qatar Airways has since reactivated some Airbus A330s and recently has started operating A380s again. It was then during the time that Qatar Airways Group CEO Akbar Al-Bakar, who happens to be one of the most outspoken figures in the aviation industry, said regarding the matter, quote, "With this latest development, we sincerely expect that Airbus treats this matter with the proper attention that it requires. Qatar Airways will not accept anything other than aircraft that continue to offer its customers the highest possible standard of safety and the best travel experience that they deserve. Qatar Airways expects Airbus to have established the root cause and permanently corrected the underlying condition to the satisfaction of Qatar Airways and our regulator before we take delivery of any further Airbus A350 aircraft." It's now been a few months since the issue has been raised, and towards the end of the year, it appears that Qatar Airways is still not satisfied with Airbus regarding the matter, as recently it has now been reported that the number of aircraft that have been grounded has risen from 13 to 20. During a recent event in London, Akbar continued to push Airbus on the issue, saying, quote, "The issue is a serious matter. We don't know if it's an airworthiness issue, and we don't know if it's not an airworthiness issue. This is also a conclusion that was accepted by the EASA inspectors that came and met our regulator." Regarding the state of the aircraft, he added, "There is an accelerated degradation of the skin of the airplane, and the real cause of it has not been established by Airbus." Adding more fuel to the reports has been images obtained by Reuters reportedly taken by Qatari aviation regulators of the aircraft's surface degradation, along with 5 other airlines that have reported similar issues with their A350 aircraft. However, in response, Airbus has stated that there is no risk to the airworthiness of the aircraft, describing the issue as cosmetic. Adding to this, aside from Qatar Airways, none of the other airlines have grounded any of their A350 aircraft. This does not mean that Airbus is dismissing the issue, as it is reportedly set up a task force to find a new material for the anti-lightning mesh, which reportedly is the part in question on the fuselage. Also in the Reuters report, Airbus's chief engineer for the A350 program, Miguel Angel Lorca Sanz, said on the broader paint issue, quote, "We have seen no effect on the structure of the aircraft, and operators continue to fly with high levels of operational reliability." Sanz further added, "This is not affecting all the lightning strike protection due to the substantial safety margins. It is not at all an airworthiness issue." Meanwhile, there are some theories as to the cause of this issue, ranging from Qatar Airways primarily operating in the hot desert environment to the use of carbon fiber in modern aircraft production, which, while it does make aircraft lighter, the paint may not be able to stick on the aircraft. Still, the current situation and the answers and other explanations are not good enough for Qatar Airways. While there are no major reports of any issue regarding the matter that could threaten the operations of the global A350 fleet, it's definitely a cause for a deeper investigation. Since the initial recording of this video, there has been another update to the situation. The EU's Aviation Safety Agency issued a proposed airworthiness directive for the expanded copper foil designed to safely disperse lightning strikes, saying it may not have been installed properly on the wing covers of the 13 jets that were grounded by Qatar Airways. However, for now, the ESA is not recommending the aircraft to be grounded, though it's calling for gradual inspections and to make necessary repairs. Along with Qatar Airways and the 5 airlines that have reported similar issues, there apparently now has been reports of another airline that has an issue with one of their Airbus A350s. While so far there is no evidence that the aircraft issue will not jeopardize flight operations of the global A350 fleet, there definitely is justification for further investigation and, if necessary, to make the proper adjustments. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates from the aviation and travel scene in the Asia Pacific. Thank you for watching and have a great day.